Good morning, 6th class students. So once again, welcome to Srestha Vidya Bhavan online classes. So today we shall discuss about third lesson. So the third lesson is landforms of the Andhra Pradesh. So what is the third lesson? Landforms of Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So here the land on which we live is not uniform. Okay. So the land in which we live is not uniform in size, shape and height. Okay. So in some places it raises high mountains. In some places it may be plateaus. In some places it may be with steep slopes. Okay. So while in other areas it may be below and flat. Flat means level. Okay. And flat for long stretches. Okay. So there are three kinds of landforms are there on the earth. So on the earth the landforms are divided into how many parts? 3 parts. Okay. So what are they? The first one is mountains. Okay. The first one is what? Mountains. Okay. The second one is plateau. And the third one is plain. Okay. So in this way the landforms are divided into 3 parts. Okay. First one is mountains, second one is plateau and third one is plain. Okay. So generally the mountains. So here the mountains are very high and we can see in the districts of YSR Kadapa, Chittoor, Kurnool and Vizianagaram districts. So generally in Andhra Pradesh the high mountains we can see in the districts of YSR Kadapa, Chittoor, Kurnool and Vizianagaram district. Okay. So in our state the important hills are. So in our state also some important hills are there. Okay. So the most important hills are Sheshachalam. Okay. First one is what? Sheshachalam. First one is. Okay. So second one is Papikondalu. Okay. Sheshachalam hills, Papikondalu hills and Nallamalla hills. So these are the most important hills in Andhra Pradesh. So what are they? First one is Sheshachalam, second one is Papikondalu and the third one is Nallamalla hills. So these are the most important hills in our state Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So in between the hills we can see the rivers. So generally in the hills, in the mountains we can see the important rivers also. Okay. So what are the important rivers in our state? Okay. So they are the river Godavari, the river Krishna, the river Penna. Okay. First one is the Godavari. Okay. Second one is the Krishna. And the third one is the Penna. Okay, so these are the most important rivers in our state. The Godavari, the Krishna, the Penna. So these are the most important rivers. Okay, so these rivers. Okay, so in between the hills, we can see the rivers. Okay, so when you come to our state, so in our state the most important rivers are the Godavari, the Krishna, the Penna. Okay, so these rivers are flowing through these valleys. Okay, so this is all about the landforms of AP. Okay, so once again I am repeating. So the landforms on which we live is not uniform in size, shape, and height. Okay, so in some places, it raises high mountains. In some places, we can see the plateaus. In some places, we can see the plain areas. And in some places, there may be a steep slopes. Okay, so while in other areas, it may be lowlands. And in other places, it may be a long stretches or high places. Okay, so in our state, there are three main kinds of landforms are there. They are mountains, plateaus, and plains. So generally, the mountains are very high, and we can see in the districts of YSR Kadapa, Chittoor districts, Kurnool districts, and Vizianagaram district also. So in our state, the important hills are Shishachalam, Papikondalu, Nallamalla hills. So these are the important hills in our state. So in between the hills, we can see the rivers also. The most important rivers in our state are the Godavari, the Krishna, and the Penna. Okay, and these rivers are flowing through these valleys. Okay, so this is the introductions of landforms of AP. Okay, so next topic, plateaus. Okay. So the next topic is plateaus. So here the plateaus. So the plateaus are also highlands like mountains. The plateaus are also highlands, but they are little bit lower than mountains. So if you compare to the mountains, the plateaus are little bit lower if you compare to the mountains. Okay, so the large portion of Telangana and Rayalaseema fall in the plateau region. So when you come to our state, okay, so the large portion of Telangana and Rayalaseema fall in the plateau region, and that plateau is called Deccan Plateau. Okay, so that plateau is called what? Deccan Plateau. So in the Deccan Plateau, Hyderabad, Secunderabad are located in this Deccan Plateau. So Deccan Plateau, if you come to the Indian map, so this is the South India. Okay, so this is called Deccan Plateau. Okay, so mostly the Hyderabad, the Secunderabad are located in the Deccan Plateau region. So this is all about the plateaus. All of you clear? So once again I am repeating plateaus. So plateaus are also highlands, but they are little bit lower than mountains. So if you compare to mountains, okay, the plateaus are little bit lower than the mountains. Okay, so the large portion of Telangana and Rayalaseema fall in the plateau region. So that is known as Deccan Plateau region. So this is South India. In South India, we can see one plateau is located. That plateau is called Deccan Plateau. So in the Deccan Plateau region, we can see, okay, the cities like Hyderabad, Secunderabad are located in this Deccan Plateau region. Okay, so this is all about the plateaus. Okay, so next one is plains. Okay, so here the plains are level. So here plains are nothing but, so they are the level surface. Okay, they are level land with very gentle slopes. Okay, so this is the plains. So Andhra Pradesh states several districts in the plain. So when you come to the our state Andhra Pradesh, okay, our state Andhra Pradesh has several districts, okay, that are in the plain areas. So these plains are called eastern coastal plains. So this plain is called eastern coastal plain. Okay, eastern coastal plain. So this is the western coastal plain. So generally, when you come to the Andhra Pradesh, okay, so in Andhra Pradesh, okay, so the plains are called the eastern coastal plains. So the eastern coastal plains are located generally in the sea. So this is the Bay of Bengal. So those regions are located nearby the sea. That regions are called eastern coastal plains. Okay, so that regions are called what? Eastern coastal plains. Okay, so they are on the eastern side of the coast of Bay of Bengal. So these regions are located in the eastern part. So in the eastern part, one sea is there. That sea is called Bay of Bengal. Okay, so Andhra Pradesh has varied relief features. Okay, so our state has Deccan Plateau in the west. So this is the Deccan Plateau. So these are the eastern coastal plain. So in the eastern coastal plain, in west side, one plateau is there. That plateau is called what? Deccan Plateau in the west. So this is the west side. Okay, and eastern Ghats in the eastern side. Here some Ghats are there. So this is the eastern Ghat. So this is the eastern coastal plain, and this is the eastern Ghat. And this is the Deccan Plateau. First one is eastern coastal plain. So this is the eastern Ghat, and next the Deccan Plateau is located. Okay, so along with the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so here the plains are very fertile plains. So these plains are very fertile plains. Okay, so the rivers, like here some important rivers are there. Okay, so the important rivers are the Godavari, the Krishna. Okay, so these rivers are originated from the Western Ghat. These rivers are originated from the Western Ghat and flow through the Deccan Plateau to east side up the eastwards, and they enter into the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so here the important cities. So in the eastern coastal plain, the important cities are located. Okay, so the important cities are, so if you come to the north to south, from north Srikakulam, Vijayanagaram, Visakhapatnam, okay, and Kakinada, okay, Srikakulam, Vijayanagaram. So these are the important cities. Okay, these cities are located in the eastern coastal plains. Okay, so this is all about the plains. All of you clear? So once again I am repeating the plains. Okay, so the plains are level lands with very gentle slope. So Andhra Pradesh has several districts in the eastern coastal plain or in the plain areas. So these plains are called eastern coastal plain. Okay, so they are on the eastern side of the coast of Bay of Bengal. So all the eastern parts, those districts are located. So these districts or these regions are located near to the Bay of Bengal. So Andhra Pradesh has varied relief features. Okay, so our state has Deccan Plateau. So I have already told you. So this is the Deccan Plateau. So this is the eastern coastal plain. So in the middle, one Ghat is there. that is called Eastern Ghat. That Ghat is called what? Eastern Ghat, along with the Bay of Bengal. Along with the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so here the plains are very fertile plains. So these plains are very fertile. Okay, so here the plains are very fertile plains. Okay, so rivers, here the most important rivers are there. The most important rivers are the Godavari, the Krishna. Okay, so the Penna. So these are important rivers. Okay, but the river Godavari and the river Krishna, they are originated from the Western Ghats and they are flowing to the eastwards, and lastly they are joined in the Bay of Bengal. So here the important cities are there. Okay, from north to south. So in the from north, Srikakulam, Vijayanagaram, Visakhapatnam, Kakinada, Machilipatnam. So these are the most important cities are located in the eastern coastal plains. Okay, so this is all about the plains. Okay, and next one is delta. Okay, so next one is what? Deltas. So here the deltas are nothing but every year, okay, the flood water of the river Godavari, Krishna bring with them a lot of sand, mud and silt. So whenever in the rainy season, okay, so whenever there is a heavy rainfall, at that time the river Godavari, the river Krishna, they are flowing with full of water. So whenever they are flowing with the full of water, okay, so they brought, okay, so what they are brought? So they are brought a lot of sand, a lot of mud and a lot of silt also, and they are deposited in the plain areas. So that silt, that mud, okay, and that sand will be deposited in a plain areas. Okay, so this is called delta region. Okay, so they are carried, they are brought silt, mud, sand, and they are accumulated in a plain area. Okay, so that region is called delta region. So here the examples of deltas are the Godavari delta, the Krishna delta. So these are the examples of delta region. All clear? So once again I am repeating the deltas. So in the every year, okay, the river Godavari, the river Krishna, okay, we can see the floods in the rainy season. Okay, so every year the floods or the flood waters of the river Godavari, the river Krishna, okay, so they bring with them a lot of sand, mud and silt, and they are deposited in the plain areas. Okay, so they are deposited in the plain areas, and this is called the delta region. So here some examples of deltas are the Godavari delta, the Krishna delta. So these deltas are very fertile. So they are well developed in the agriculture. Okay, so this is all about the deltas. Okay, so this is the part 1. Okay, this is the part 1, the landforms of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, students, you have to revise carefully. Okay, go through textbooks. Okay, and underline the important points or hard words. Okay, and maintain one notebook. Okay, so this is the part 1. So part 2 we shall discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.